What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and we are checking back in from Six Flags over Georgia, and it is the night before the Ace Winter Warm-Up, which is why we're here, and we're also here to do a little bit of a Twisted Cyclone construction update, and that's what we're doing tonight. There's a good chance of rain tomorrow, so we wanted to at least get some sort of coverage for you guys. Let's go!
Georgia on this lovely day. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Petriello. I'm the communications manager here. We're excited to have you here at the park today, and all of you get to see a lot of exciting things. A couple quick, again, housekeeping things for the park here.
So, I spent all day yesterday repairing all this stuff. So, instead of the nice, pretty, flashy presentation I had for everybody, we're just going to kind of wing it a little bit and see what happens. I have a little bit of one, but it's not all flowing and pretty like Gene said. But we're going to go ahead and get kicked off with a couple of regional, A Southeast regional.
Winter warm-up. We do hope, though, however, you will come up and see us for spring conference to ride Time Traveler, the world's tallest, steepest, and fastest spinning roller coaster.
And I'm glad to be here with y'all today. Six Flags over Georgia, thank y'all so much for having us again. And
it's about 20 after 7, and got here in 3 hours and 22 minutes. My car's now burning a little oil, but I got here pretty fast. So we have once Josh gets us loaded up, have a really big entertainment year for you, and we'll talk a little bit about that.
Experience its largest season of show-stopping entertainment ever. 264 days of family entertainment featuring 7 festivals and events, starring award-winning artists from around the globe.
What it is. And I will say that it will be the largest investment at the Dollywood property in the more than 33-year history of the park. That's it. Being that it's a wood structure. And for those of you that like wood coasters, you know that sometimes if you ride a wood coaster at the beginning of the day, when it's cool and damp from the dew, it runs differently than it does at 2 o'clock in the afternoon after it's cooked for a while, and then it runs a little differently at night. Well, imagine trying to shoot a gap for an LSM on a structure that breathes like that in a 24-hour period. That's a challenge. We have tackled that, and we now have a very consistent launch system on that ride. I don't know that it's consistent enough for other people to want to replicate it, but it certainly is great for us, and it's a tremendous ride. It's a tremendous ride, especially at night, for those of you that have an opportunity to ride it at night. I think it's one of Alan Schilke's best designs. you know, it doesn't have any inversions. I think that opens it up to more folks who want to try it, to ride it. And I think it's a great ride. I mean, I think, in my opinion, and I've been on most of the RMC rides, I mean, it is, I would put it in my top 2 of RMC coasters. Go ahead.
Hey, how did we got these tickets? Could have got it here.
Oh, she likes riding. This is one.
Thank you. Thanks. 2 chili dogs and fries, and if you throw like 2 onion rings on the drive, I had to have it.
Explanatory, so I'm not going to talk through it all. Of course, I'll answer some questions at the end. And we have some video throughout for you to enjoy. You have the infographic. All of you have the infographic in front of you. A number of degrees outside it was with the crane and everything going. And then last week we put in the last final golden bolt. So we invited media out for both of those. Actually, we shot them ourselves as well and distributed them locally. Got some good coverage on that. And then we believe next week the first of our 3 trains will be arriving. So that's when the fun begins, when you can actually see it on the track. So really looking forward. But they think the white is going to stand out more, and on that the track with the red supports, I think it's really going to be attractive. This is our queue area, obviously, as you enter. Greco-Roman architecture, we like to say. And those columns were actually fabricated by somebody that does that type of work just a few miles away from the park. And it really does look very realistic. It looks just like stone. Another shot of it, the giant Wonder Woman statue as you approach. Actually, when you go in the queue house, you'll be able to see the story of Wonder Woman and how she obtained her super dark ride, I can tell you that. But the entire theming and look and name entirely different. No more Scooby-Doo, so. And
my theme park career. And in those 5 years, if you look around, I think sometimes we take for granted what an incredible job our team does, but we've literally reshaped 75% of this park. We've rebuilt 3 brand new areas, which hopefully all of you have had a chance to enjoy.
Live in 2006 is coming to this park. We're so excited about it. But in order for the new coaster to come, we had to say goodbye to a classic. So on the next slide is an ode to the Georgia Cyclone. You will. Dale does great with that. This is a quick, I stole this actually. Sydney had an awesome infographic, so I stole it, but I didn't get it made in time for it to be in handouts, but you'll get it soon. I'll send it to you. This is a quick overview of the Twisted Cyclone coming to the park. Key things is what you're going to see today is you'll see the lift hill obviously has been installed and the drop as well. About 20-25% of the track is in. It actually stops here at the bottom, basically the lift hill, as you're going into the reverse cobra roll, and that is being installed, the steel beams and all that stuff, and they're actually building up the coaster back up to be as tall as it's going to be in that area. So they're working on that now, and you'll see that when we go out there today. And of course, some key things about the ride. We're going to go through that about the length of the track, so we appreciate the feedback. Of course, adjustments are made along the way, and Alan from Rocky Mountain Construction alluded to it when we unveiled the train cars. But we actually added several hundred feet of track to the ride, so it is now 2,600 feet. Just for comparison, it's only a couple hundred feet shorter than the Georgia Cyclone was. It'll go 50 miles an hour. Your initial drop is 75 degrees, but I swear it looks like it's 90 degrees. We're in that building right now, and you'll see that when you go out there shortly. Only thing that's different here is This locker building is actually going to become, next to it there are stroller rentals, and then that's going to be a storage area for the stroller rentals. The lockers are actually going to go inside the queue line, which we'll show you when we go out there. Actually just talked to Lenny, our culinary manager, and about Johnny Rockets. It will get remodeled. It was just approved yesterday. So that's exciting. It's going to get a new roof and remodeled to be outside there. One thing you'll notice here is this looks like there's pavers down here. It will look like similar to, it's going to be concrete, similar to what you see in Bugs Bunny Boomtown and DC Super Friends, but that is exactly how it'll look. So you can see that we have the storm, coastal type theming throughout. And again, this is just a quick overview. All the roofs, the color of the red roof is a little bit darker than the color is there. We actually have one of the roofs done. We just completed it yesterday, so you'll be able to see that color as well. My favorite board of all is this one right here. I'm hoping it stays. It says, Hurricane Evacuation Plan, grab beer, run like hell. Macho Nacho, not French. Monster Mansion, not French. Monstore Snacks, not French. Six Below, American Briar's Ice Cream, not French. So we are going to call it Piedmont, and Piedmont, as many of you may or may not know, is actually a section of Georgia. And Coastal is also a section of Georgia down the coast by Savannah. So if you're seeing a theme here, you might want to, you're going to catch on. Fourth Fest is back, it's expanded, it's going to be... While everyone's coming in, I'll kind of explain what's happening in here. So this is the stroller building that we've had at the park for as long as I've been here and quite a while after that. Behind you, that area is actually going to be boarded off, and that's going to be where all the electrical paneling and electrical IT paneling, etc. will be located in the back of this building. So we'll have access to that. Where you're standing will be the stroller rentals, and to your, this way, my left, your right, I believe, if I'm this way, where the lockers currently are. You guys come up in here. We can come in because it's pouring. Finish saying. Just don't pull down any hole. Come on in, hurry up. In front of Johnny Rockets, where these two white mounds of dirt now are. They are obviously gone. I think we're going to take a picture here. Oh, that's picture. Right. So just hang here for one second.
We obviously fought the queue for cycling.
The other potential spot would be in the Emperor's Brim area, but this will be the exit queue area. Will be through here. It wasn't at 4:45 yesterday afternoon into the ride to the station, so we can't even go up there right now. But they're putting all the flooring, new queuing. The station's getting totally remodeled as well. Excuse me.
What did you say?
Is where there are no stairs. They will all be replaced. There will be nice fencing around this area.
Oh, that's going to be the slide actually.
Yeah, the slide. There will be a flash pass line. It will be somewhere in this area as well. Obviously, it's hard to visualize where it would be without it actually being there, but there will be a flash pass entrance on this side. And I was just told yesterday, and hopefully this stays the same, the back part of this building, oh, I stepped in a bunch of mud. The back part of this building with those storm lights, the emergency lights right there, that's currently where some IT equipment is. That's actually being removed and torn down as well.
Oh, okay.
This will really be opened up.
Okay.
Yeah, they took all ever signs out of there.
Memorabilia right there.
It's probably some, I've been finding my signs. You guys just walk around that pathway. Dale? One thing, when you come through here, Dale will lead the way.
could be one of those things. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, this is the track area for Twisted Cyclone. We can see the rail right here, leading back towards the lift.
Long overdue.
Additional, no, that ride is, maybe they want to hang around and have a burger.
I thought about doing that myself, but I was like, I don't really know what time. That way.
First Cobra roll will go. That track is being installed this week coming up over the next year.
So our guests really enjoyed it, so we're going to continue that coming year.
Oh, he's right there.
It's like pulling boards. This is steeper than I know. Although, I mean, it really makes up for it. These tours always help get you fun, that's for sure.
Well, guys, that is going to do it for our update here from Six Flags over Georgia for the Ace Winter Warm-Up. And I do want to say a special thanks to Six Flags and Ace for this awesome event. Had a ton of fun, great prizes, great people, and great tours of everything that's going on here. We're going to have more updates from here, so if you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Midway Mayhem. And I will see you out on the Midway.